Hello, everyone. It's now 6:07 p.m. in the evening. Excuse me. I've been coughing for the past 30 minutes or so. So I'm very sleepy. I did not get a nap at all. So, excuse me. But I'm very tired right now. But well, excuse me. Excuse me. So my throat is a little bit itchy with a little bit of mucus. So I since the last since the live streams earlier, thank you to the person who helped me with the hotel room. Thank you so much. So I excuse me. I had I went to the store and tried to find. Some people said, "Oh, all you need is a cheap Alberto VO5 conditioner, and it would take all the tangles out." Well, they didn't have any at the store. What's this white thing in my hair? So I got two bottles each of this product called Aunt Jackie's. Not on my watch. KNOT, not on my watch. And it made my hair softer, but it didn't take the tangles out my hair. I thought about doing a product review, but I switched my mind. Um, but this part is the worst and the most tangled, and tangled so bad. I'm trying to have more hope with fighting to let my hair grow and try to detangle my hair and keep letting it grow. But it feels like I have to be forced to get it all cut off. I'm trying not to. You know, my hair looks kind of whitish at the ends. So I tried the Palmer's olive oil stuff. It did not work for my hair. Some kind of Palmer's olive oil deep conditioning. It did not work for my hair. So I guess I will try to give the Aunt Jackie's hair product another chance. You know, since it did soften my hair. You know, the coconut oil was not even softening my hair, and the Aussie conditioner was not doing much of anything. But this actually softened my hair. But you know, I couldn't get to comb through it until after I had to leave it in for what felt like 30 minutes. And I was trying to comb through it and it wasn't working. But once I rinsed hot water on it, it seemed like it was a little bit easier to comb through. But it seems like my hair is tangling back up again. You know, it's a hard fight. So, excuse me. So, I need to try to practice to not be scared of people and scared of the gang stalking cult network. But it's like the attacks are really hard every time I speak out. So, the normal, like, daytime, this, like, I've been here almost a week. And the daytime front desk agent is usually really nice, like the one in the morning. And but they have the perp that's usually illegally works in the afternoons, I guess. Um, so the normal morning shift guy was not. I mean, I guess he was off from work today, and they had the perp that was there. He perps with the red and black bag and has a red phone and just about everything red. You know, he was rude and acted a certain kind of weird when he checked me in. You know, um, and he has the personality of the type of gang stalker that his attitude alone would be the type of situation where I would end up getting wrongfully kicked out of and permanently banned from here. So, um, I have the do not disturb sign because of my hypersensitivity and my disability and me getting startled easily. That's the reason why I keep my phone on completely silent at all times unless I'm expecting a very important call. Excuse me. So I had my earbuds in. And so they had this guy that was in my live stream chat. He was talking kind of weird as it was. And he was the only one that said something about, oh, it sounds like somebody knocking on your door. Excuse me. So I had my earbuds in. And then for a little bit I thought I did hear a little bit of knocking, and that's why I got off the live stream. And that could have been like at 10:30. It was definitely before 10:45. So, excuse me, I thought it was the housekeepers, excuse me, that were knocking on the door to see if I needed anything or whatever. So, I mean, I hadn't been, you know, haven't really had any situation except that guy being a perp, you know, the one that works the afternoon shift. And I don't know if he's Middle Eastern, Arab, Muslim or not. I don't think he's Hispanic. He's definitely not white, but I'm not sure what he is. Excuse me, but so when I said I'm coming to it was about 10:45 this morning, and I said I'm coming to renew another night. He's like, "No, you're not, because you're checking out." And I'm like, "For what?" Because we were knocking on your door and you didn't answer. And I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold on. I'm disabled. I have I have a I have a hypersensitive ear situation where I keep my earbuds in to block out loud noise." And then he's like, "Oh, okay, all right, never mind then." And then he you know, then he reactivated my cards and just let me have the room again. And I'm like, "Well, what was that? What was all that about? It was not even 11 o'clock." You know, so I mean, but like when I first came here Friday, he acted in a certain way where he was acting kind of bizarre, and like his personality, and like as if he's abusive, narcissistic, hard and mean and difficult to communicate with. you know. So, I just try to lay low, and he even can get difficult that one time that I try to buy a couple of snacks, you know. So I marked him as someone to, try to stay out of his way as much as possible. And he's younger than me. So, but, so fake Darnisha, fake Darnell, fake Damnisha, you know, was harassing me and threatening me with the white vans and stuff. I put that in the community post. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you claim you have hypersensitive ears, but you didn't hear that excuse me, someone knocking on your door." I had my earbuds in, and then once I heard them knocking on my door, I got off the live stream and see what was going on. So for them to just intentionally try to create so much trouble and be messy and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, you got banned from the library twice, but you won't go back to the shelters." Because I'm wrongfully permanently banned from the shelters forever, dumbass. And both of the library bans, he was the mastermind behind it. So they just continue to stalk, follow, and harass and mess with me and play all kinds of games. And Cindy is continuing to harass me and lie and say that I'm not disabled and that I don't have Tourette's and this and that, whatever. You don't know me at all. And I forgot what other upsetting thing she tried to say, but why are you angry at me for no reason at all? What have I done to you, Cindy? I have not done you anything, Cynthia Burns. Because you know damn well you sold your soul to the devil and you joined the gang stalking cyber cult network. You pathetic and you going to hell, Cindy. Mind your damn business. And then they want to think that they have a fake license because they're like, "Oh, well, you put your information out there." That still does not give you the right to come and attack me. That's like if someone has, if they have an aloe vera plant sitting on their porch out in the open, that doesn't give you the right to go over on their, on their doorstep and go and take it or tamper with it. They keep, you know, they have online gang stalkers that's been attacking me unprovoked for no reason at all. And excuse me, and you hate me and have an issue with me. Y'all do that fake mind control group think, where y'all don't even think independently or think for yourselves, you know? So yeah, I mean, I rested my body for a few days, and then today I felt like, you know, um, I had a little bit of the physical energy, to get to, a little bit of the energy to, you know, go out and, excuse me, go and walk to the store, So then I had like, um, I saw like three items that was $1 because the other 17 or whatever I spent on, hair products trying to, and then I tried to get this, dollar, oh, excuse me, they're making me hiccup. This dollar peppermint oil, you know, Well, it wasn't pure peppermint oil, but it had some other ingredients in it. But ever since I poured the oil on the toilet paper and then put it in a couple of areas, I have not seen any flies, gnats, um, or whatever, creepy crawlies or whatever, you know. So it must be working. So I so yeah, I had like I would have gotten two, but I just got one pack of Lunchables, and there was $1 package of golden Oreos and $1 bag of chips, and that was like a snacky kind of lunch. I did not, and I'm not planning to order any Uber Eats or DoorDash for this evening or tonight. I'm um I'm gonna warm up the leftover dinner from yesterday, like the buy one get one free. Well, the free plate, I probably would have, if I had to leave the hotel and didn't get help with an extra night. I probably would have had to eat it. Um, I probably would have had to eat it before leaving the hotel. Excuse me. I didn't want to have to throw it away or nothing like that. So I'm glad I get to take the extra plate and warm it up and eat it for dinner. So I don't know why. Like, I'm really hungry right now. Been hungry since after I got out of the shower. Like, yeah. So it was 2 o'clock when I got in the shower and started working on my hair. It didn't feel like I accomplished much, but my hair is softer and a little bit more manageable. But I guess I can, if I don't know. They said, maybe I can try to keep working at it. You know, but excuse me. So no, it was like less than 2.5 hours. So yeah, I took a shower and washed my hair and kept on trying to practice to comb the knots out, and they retangled again. Like this part retangled, certain parts retangled. Um, so fake Darnisha, fake Damnisha, fake Darnell was harassing me with the fake picture of a pig eating red velvet cake, and he tried to talk about how can you make any money off your ebooks. How can you make any money off your ebooks if you keep giving them for free? Well, one reason is, and it's none of y'all stalkers' business, but I'm answering for my supporter subscribers. I give people the option if they want to just read it for free or support me and help me earn a living and buy the ebook. I have been doing that. So the stalkers with their fake narcissistic personalities, if I give my ebooks for free, they say I'm stupid and wasting my time. But if I try to sell my ebooks, they falsely report me for scam and fraud. So I'm a stupid fool and just a waste if I'm just giving my stuff away or sharing my stuff for free. But if if I sell it, or if I write a short story and then put the Cash App or whatever or Ko-fi for people to have the free will choice if they wanted to donate or read for free. Then I get falsely reported for scam and spam and deceptive practices and fraud and stuff. They don't want me earning any money off my writings or anything. Excuse me. They want me ruined and destroyed unprovoked for no reason at all. And they're fabricating, they're making up stuff, you know. But yeah, like sometimes I feel like I try to share my writings for free as the way to give back. Even though a lot of people may not appreciate or care for my writings or whatever, but that's the only thing I can do. You know, but the stalkers have a problem with everything I do and say. They have a fake complaint about stuff that's not their business, that I don't owe them an answer for anything. But I guess it's my OCD making me feel like I have to answer, or like I have to respond back, or fear of more attacks. You know, so I you know what, I'm gonna try to see if I can have some hot cocoa. I have a couple of packets from one of the other hotels. You know, try to see if I can have some hot cocoa with my dinner. You know, I don't know. I'm hungry enough to have like a couple of more snacks. I've been just maybe because of what I ate during lunch, and my breakfast was kind of light. That might be why I'm so hungry. You know, but I had to sit back and realize I guess I have been addicted to sugar and sweets, and need to tell myself that I need to back off or tone it down. But I guess it's part of me being depressed and you know eating sweets to feel better and cope with my situation. I'm not on drugs, you know, but homeless druggies get more respect than I do. And they can be popular and well like to have a lot of friends. They have had homeless druggies that call me fat ass or fat and greedy and stuff like that. Or homeless people bully and pick on me at the shelters and stuff, or gang up on me and I'm wrongfully banned. And I even got wrongfully kicked out of and banned from shelters in Los Angeles and Greenville, South Carolina. And then shelters are always full, really no room at the doggone shelters. And they take all your money, and shelters are cults. A lot of them, not all of them, but the majority, the fake religious based ones they are cults, you know. And they're bed bug infested. So, yeah. Um, excuse me, I need to find the opportunity to go and get my amazing grass and bentonite clay. I haven't had the chance yet, you know, but I've been wanting to go swimming, but the area where I'm at, um, the way the buses run, I can't. But I just say I can't wait till the next time I get to go swimming. Well, I hope there'll be a next time. So I have almost like I don't know how many more days will kick in, but I have almost enough points for a free night. Almost, you know. But I don't know if the points will kick in tomorrow or Friday. or wait, yeah, or next week, or even over the weekend. I don't know. And so, well, the day is not over, and it's just 6:32 p.m. in the evening. Um, and the preview of the homeless Ti video I shared in a community post. The stalkers, I know they're making their fake comments, and it's supposed to come out Friday, and well, since I was working on my hair and I went to the store, that's the reason why I didn't work on like putting together another ebook. But I don't know if after dinner, well, after dinner I'm gonna listen to the Bible and try to see about excuse me, listen to the Bible and pray and try to see about if I can at least do another short story, you know, one or two, maybe one, and try to not work too hard, you know. But as far as side hustles and stuff goes, those survey sites and all that, some of those online gigs, a lot of people say they're a scam, and I know from personal experience that surveys are a scam and a waste of time. And I heard they making money off of you, you know, and just stealing your data. So they had this website called Slice the Pie where you could review music and supposedly get paid for it. Well, I heard that it's a scam website that after someone earns $7, then then they get cut off or whatever, and they can't earn any more money, you know. And certain other websites with playing games or getting paid to watch videos like swag bucks and inbox dollars, they're all scam. People lie and say they're legit. No, they're not. So, you know, if I try to be a YouTube food reviewer, the gang stalking cult members will slander me um and make sure I have bad customer service and have me wrongfully banned from all the places I try to review the food. So that's why I had try to practice regular product reviews rather than restaurant reviews, you know. But they have certain people that just travel in their local areas and review food, or some of them travel all over the country and review food. But I've seen people travel the world to review food, you know. Or I don't see many videos about people reviewing hotel rooms or types of hotels or nothing, you know. But certain people in the beginning of all this craziness, like people were saying that, you know, I could use it. I guess they used the word leverage, you know, or I could use it to my advantage. That, oh, you could have been you know, be like a hotel and food reviewer and getting paid to do it, you know. But the gang stalking cult network, they sabotaged it. So I couldn't have a side hustle of getting paid to review restaurants and hotels. But if I wanted to review the next different kind of you know, I'm hearing stories about Pop Tart ice cream and Rice Krispie Treats ice cream and stuff. You know, I could probably do something like that, you know. But but a lot of people say that I'm very descriptive and really good with my reviews and stuff when I do reviews or like product reviews or food reviews or whatever. And my twin sister tried to be like, I never heard of a homeless person doing food reviews. And then she used the rolling your eyes kind of emoji. And then narc ass phony Anthony, who's not the fake Darnell Williams perp, Anthony, the fake T.I. perp Anthony, that falsely called himself Targeted Tony. Anthony tried to say, oh, she is disgusting. But then it seemed like they had their feuds and argument with each other, you know. When he said she is disgusting, talking about me. See, that's how my twin sister's trying to control my life, you know. So what if practicing food reviews or something could be something that could get out of my homelessness and quote unquote begging, and I could be earning my own, you know. And just like the stalkers block me and won't allow me to earn from my writings. You know, what if my ebooks and short stories could earn me enough to where I don't have to ask for money for hotel, food, and whatever to survive? And the stalkers, they lie and falsely make it like as if I'm living on a paid like an eternal vacation. Cindy is copying off a Starbricker with that one, with lying on me and saying that I have like a that I'm living on a paid vacation. I am not, and I've explained this before, I am not living my best life. Now, like, how are you struggling to survive and you in hotel rooms and you eating good and this and that, whatever? No, I rarely get to eat good. I mean, or eat fancy. Like, they lie and say that I'm staying in 5-star hotels and that I'm eating at 5-star luxury restaurants. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, how come I can't afford to eat lamb chops and frog legs? You know, I seldom could afford to eat steak. You know, I can't even afford soft shell crab. You know, a lot of food that I cannot afford to eat. I can't afford, like, you know, Applebee's and Red Lobster and all that. I can't afford that. And Olive Garden, I could barely afford it, you know. And well, I ate at Olive Garden a few times. It's really good, but um the when I went to the Applebee's in Kenner one time, and it was in 2023, I think it was, and like the waitress was really rude and the portions were small. So I'm like, never again. But I think it's the desserts that I like, you know, and I don't get to get it that much, you know. I think they had the caramel blondie or something, blondie brownie. Is that them or Chili's? I don't remember, you know. But the stalkers, if you want me with a job, why'd you get me wrongfully banned from the airport job? Because you're trying to sex traffic me, and the only work you want me to do is sex work and prostitution and gang stalking. And I say no. My soul is not for sale, and it's not for you.